Welcome to the definitive skill box tier list. In this video, we're going to go through every single skill box in the game and every single skill tree's skill boxes. As you can see, they're sorted below by color, with purple being Hakuda, blue for speed, Kendo red, medic on yellow, or orange, sorry, and green for Kido skills. If you haven't checked out my tier list playlist in the description, you should check it out. I just recently made an Essence tier list, and I plan on making an Ultra skill one, so go check that out. Anyways, let's go on to the Hakuda skill boxes. Up first, we should have Shori. Alright, so Shori. This one is really good. It is the only, or one of the only gap closes you'll really get on Hakuda. So if someone's running away or doing some like really annoying moves, like spamming Kido, this is your best option. It is pretty readable, but if you do it while they're mid-move, you will be able to catch them off guard most of the time. So if they're doing a move that has a pretty big windup, go for it, or just out of the blue. Sometimes people won't react to it. I even catch myself getting hit by it, but you do need to not be super predictable and just run at them and look like you're about to Shori them. So I'm gonna put this one definitely S tier. Amazing gap close, and you can also do some true combos with it. I'm pretty sure after Flying Dragon, if you Flying Dragon and then immediately Shori, it should be true, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Alright, Gehenna. This one is really slept on. A lot of people don't prefer it because they don't understand how its mechanics work. I'll explain it real quickly. On the ground, you'll throw out a little black thing, or a little black punch, and then you can press it again to go teleport to them. And then in the air, you'll throw them down to the floor, and then if you reactivate it, you can go jump towards them again. So it's a two-part move in the air and on the ground, and both of them result in you gap closing towards them. So it allows you to combo extend. I think it's one of the better skill boxes. I'm gonna put it at S, I think. It's really good. Alright, up next, Death Flare. This is the go-to skill box for most Hakuda users, but I believe that you should be using Gehenna. Like this one, you can go 1, 2, 3. It's pretty simple. I think they might have removed the guard break in air, but if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just no thinking, do your combos, go for this one. You won't be able to combo extend as much as Gehenna, but this one is a pretty solid skill box. It does very good damage, and it might still guard break. I'm not too sure on that, but it has to go A tier for that reason. Or, yeah, A tier. Alright, Speed. My favorite skill tree besides Kendo. Up first, we got Strata Strike. Now this one, a lot of people run and they swear by it, but I really don't see it. Unless you catch them off guard while they're mid-flash step, or if they're using a move, you'll most of the time just get punched out of it, M1'd out of it. They'll throw a move at you. It's really hard to use this one. Not really hard, but you have to put a lot more thought into using it. You can't just throw it out and expect it to work. So I'm gonna probably put it B tier. It's alright. It has some play potential with it, but you will have to make it work. Flash Fang. This is one of the best moves for speed in my opinion. High damage, big AoE, you can combo extend off it. I'm pretty sure after Rising Swallow, it is true on speed if you're in Visored or Visored, or Visored or Let's, sorry. It should be. There should be enough ragdoll, but they might have nerfed it. But it's pretty close, and if they block or parry it, it's fine, whatever. This one's definitely going S tier though. This one is the best speed move in my opinion, because it has high damage. Ghost Cleave. This one, in my opinion, is a better Strata Strike, because it'll land 99% of the time if you are good at swapping it up with your parries and or no, sorry, feints, and you do the black variant of it. See, this one is blockable, this one's not, but this one is a pretty easy parry. This one, at least, if you swap it up, you'll mess up the parry timing. I'm gonna probably have to put it A tier. Probably below Death Flare though. Alright, Black Claw. My second favorite speed skill box. I think this is a necessary one. You have to be running this, and because of the Ray Steal, it is going to be an easy S tier. All the Ray changes they've done to speed have been nerfing it. Like Time Cut, I think, takes like more than half a bar of Ray. You need to be running this, or else you're going to run out of Ray. This one might even be above Flash Fang. I'm gonna put Black Claw above Flash Fang, because if you're running speed without Black Claw, you're running speed with no Ray, so put it up there. And it also has the added bonus of being unparryable, so 2 for 1. Alright, on to Kendo. So up first we have Sonata Flow. This one really is a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I feel when I use it, it doesn't dash me as far, but there is a jump tech you could do. I myself don't like having to do it, But if you Sonata Flow and then jump, you can carry your momentum and go a little bit further, or jump into Sonata Flow. Both of them work, but Sonata Flow jump is better in my opinion. It goes a little further. This one's good as well because it guard breaks, but I don't know if they nerfed it, because with the meta accessories, you're supposed to block it. I don't know if they made it a true guard break anymore. But I'm going to put this definitely A tier. It's better than Ghost Cleave for sure. And if you're good with it, you can make it so you slide around them and then do it in the back like that. Yeah. Alright, Crescent Relief. This is the best Kendo skill box. You need to be running this, especially because there's so many Kido players out there. You're gonna need to be blocking a lot of the time these moves, and then because of that, you're gonna be having high posture. And on the added bonus, this is one of, or the highest damage skill box in the game, I'm pretty sure. With max posture, it can do up to, I believe, 60, unless they nerf the damage. They nerfed it from 10 to 7 per little, what's it called, Crescent Relief thingy. But it still does a lot of damage, and because it removes your posture, it's going easily S tier. This is going to be the best one in the game, I think. Actually, Black Claw might be above Shori. I'm putting these above there. Rearranging that real quick. Alright, Eviscerate. I prefer this over Sonata Flow, because you can catch a lot of people off guard. If they're doing a move that has wind up, you're able to throw it at them. It has longer range than Sonata if you jump with it as well. You can extend it. If you Eviscerate into a jump, you'll go almost twice as far. But you can also use it on people who are in a hyper armor move. So if somebody's flower passaging towards me, I Eviscerate, and then because I have iframes during it, I don't get hit, and I get free damage. Someone's waterfall dancing, you Eviscerate into that, easy damage. This one I think is definitely an S tier one. Especially in charge variant, actually. You can go stupid far and do some crazy plays with it. Just make sure you're not too predictable with it, because it is kind of an easy parry. Alright, Medic. I dabble in a little bit of Medic, believe it or not. I'm not too good at it, but I know I have a decent understanding on it to give some suggestions. Overcharge. This one, while it seems good because it heals, in practice, especially in Clan Wars, it won't last that long. Like, one speed move, or just any move in general, will basically break it. It shatters super easily, and it doesn't even heal too fast. Like, imagine Wizard health regen, and that's basically what this is. It's not too significant, and I'd much prefer my Medic running Amplify. But if you are out of combat, you can heal with it, so I'm probably going to put it B tier with Stratus Strike. Alright, Discord. This is the best medic move, or skill box, or move in the game, I think, actually. You get basically no cooldown, increased damage rate, a flat 30% is insane. Especially if you have mode, you just throw a Discord orb on them, and then they're going to take so much damage. This one's definitely going probably S tier. Probably gonna put above this, right? It is such a stupid skill box. You can do insane damage on Medic. You think because they're Medic they won't do a lot of damage, but Discord Orb will allow them to do insane amounts. Alright, Amplify. Like I said earlier, I prefer this one over Overcharge because it cannot be broken. It is not a barrier, so once you put it on somebody, it's put on them forever, and it has the added bonus of also applying the effect onto you. So there's 3 effects you can get: damage boost, ray boost, or ray regen boost, sorry, or a speed buff, and it applies to both of you. So it is pretty good to use. I don't know if, I think this is a recent change because I don't remember it always doing that, but I think you should be running it for that reason alone. Especially because Medic takes a lot of ray. If you get the ray regen variant, you're gonna be able to sustain a little longer, and if you get the damage variant with your Discord Orb, you're gonna be doing stupid amounts of damage. So probably high A tier, honestly, or maybe middle actually. I'll put it over here, or high B, honestly. I don't know how much the numbers are on it though, so I can't tell how impactful it is. Kido for Soul Reapers. These are some of my favorite skill boxes. They're pretty cool. Alright, Shinten Raiho. This is your bread and butter skill box. You should always run this, because it now guard breaks, and it does like half a bar of damage. So if you land in the middle, you're gonna guard break, and it is pretty short windup in my opinion for half a bar of damage. So easily, I think S tier. Put it above Shori Yahana. I'm just gonna do this. Alright. So Shinten, definitely S tier, always run this. Next, Goryu Mentetsu. This one is good because it also steals Ray and also disables their moves and locks them down. They're like slowed and can't really move, so you should be using this. I think this is the second best one, so you should run Shinten Goryu. But this one, especially after the nerf where they made it faster and you can't do the stupid flying around in the air trick, I think it's actually pretty good. This one's definitely an S tier one. I'm gonna put it right behind Shinten. I might actually just sort these by S tier, like keep them grouped, but don't mind like the grouping here. It's just to say S tier is the one that you should be using on that skill tree. So I think you should be running Crescent Eviscerate, etc, etc. Alright, Kuyo Shibari. This one seems pretty good, but unless you're going against like an actual plumber, most of the time they're just gonna block it. It does no posture damage and it's pretty telegraphed. And I think it's kind of slow. But you can do Kuyo Shibari into Teppusatsu into like Geki Rekko or into M1s and you'll do a lot of damage. So for that reason, I'm probably gonna put it low A tier. It's an okay move, especially in Clan Wars. You're just standing around. You see someone getting comboed, you can help your teammate out by throwing that out. And you'll help them out. Let them get a free combo on them. Alright, up next, Arrancar. These guys have some pretty underwhelming skill boxes in my opinion. First we got Sero Fireflies. This one you shouldn't be using. It's super slow, yeah, it lasts forever and it's always pressure on them. Because you either have to block or you could push with it, so you can move stack. But I don't think it's all that. It doesn't do much damage, and I don't believe it does that much posture. Charge variant may change this, but I personally don't recommend this one. I'm gonna probably put this C tier. It's alright. Bala Burner. This one is a really good skill box in my opinion. You can M1 into it pretty consistently. It's a good switch up. If you're light, you can do X move into Bala Burner. It's almost true. Very hard to react to. So I'm gonna put this probably... Put an S tier. I'm gonna put it S tier just because of charge variant. It explodes 3 times and if you have good aim, you'll be able to get off like a Blade Sero while they're being ragdolled, or like a Sero towards them. Okay, Hollow Bite. This one is a really good support tool and also just good in general. Like you can put a Hollow Bite on them and then they're pressured to either block it or do something about it. And if you move stack with it, it's really hard to counterplay against. Like you can do Hollow Bite into Abject crit and then ragdoll them, and then because they're ragdoll, they're not able to block, so Hollow Bite goes off. Or if they block before they get hit by the Abject crit, they'll just get guard broken and then they'll get stuck by the Hollow Bite. So this one's definitely S tier for sure. I'm just gonna keep these grouped like I said. These are my recommended ones. None of them I think are better than the others except for maybe Crescent. Alright. On to Quincy, my favorite race, despite me playing mostly Soul Reaper now. Reishi Bomb. This one is a pretty good move. It guard breaks, has big AoE, but it has such a long windup. Especially in Clan Wars, it's really hard to get this off without getting hit by some random move that comes flying across the map towards you. I think it's definitely A tier, but there is better, or high A or B? Or low A or B. It's alright, but I don't think it's that good in my opinion. I'm gonna put it here in A. It's still pretty good because he guard breaks. You don't have many guard break moves on Quincy, so it's good to have another one. Holy Thunder. This one's easily an S tier, despite the wind-up nerfs and stuff. It's a little slower than shown here, because I think they might nerf the damage, but they definitely gave it more wind-up. But you can just throw it out whenever. It's like no counterplay. What are they gonna do? If they parry it, worst case, they parry it, you're in the air and you're falling down. You can go throw another move at them or just get out of the way of whatever they're gonna throw at you. So I'm gonna put this S tier. Okay, up next, Licked Regen. This is the best skill box for Quincy. Not only does it guard break, but it does a stupid amount of damage. So run this. Easier. It's just easy to use as well, because you can Licked Regen off a person and it'll do the wall variant where it throws out 3 instead of 1. Okay, Zorn Goats. It throws up arrows above you, and then they go fly very menacingly, very slowly towards the person. It's not that good. Probably D tier. I mean, yeah, you can be good with it, but I don't think it even guard breaks, so they could just block it. And it's also a pretty easy parry, given that, so. Alright, that's it. My final thoughts on this. And again, anything in S tier will be good. You should run on Kendo, Crescent, Eviscerate. On Medic, I think you should run Amplified Discord. On Speed, you should run Black Claw Flash Fang. On SR Kido, you should run Shinten Goryu. On Arrancar, you should run Bala... On Arrancar Kido, sorry. You should run Bala Burn or Hollow Bite. On Quincy Kido, you should run Holy Thunder, Licked Regen. And on Hakuda, on any race, you should run Shorigehana. If you want a less skilled one, or less combo potential as well, run Death Flare, but I recommend Gehana. If you learn to get good with it, you'll be insanely better than someone who uses Death Flare. Anyways, that's it for this video. Make sure to sub, and thanks for watching.